Bob sells community newspapers in front of one of those specialty grocery stores, you know, the ones where everything is gluten-free and organic, and I actually think that everything they sell is virginal. It had its own birth. Anyway, the price of the paper has gone up recently, and some of Bob's compatriots were concerned that their incomes would drop, and, well, that hasn't happened, at least for Bob. Bob is about the most laid-back salesman in history. He doesn't hawk his wares or yell the headlines. The phrase, extra, extra, went out with spats, and what with most journals counting their online and cyber business as their model for revenues, we probably won't hear that familiar ring again soon. No, Bob just stands there facing the store with his back to the rushing traffic. He's often smiling, and his enormous red mustache exaggerates the smile. It looks iconic, even a bit cartoonish. Like many people with some developmental problem, he dresses eccentrically, but within the usual bounds of customary reasonable taste. He's always happy to converse, and if you're willing, he'll give you a report of all things Bob. He does his monologue somewhat in the style of what psychologists would call with no affect, which means that he's sort of poker-faced, and when he grimaces or almost laughs, the effort seems enormous and the result a bit mechanical. He's unfailingly polite and thoughtful, and he remembers details of your life, which even you or your mother may have forgotten, and he always asks about your health and the well-being of those close to you. And he does all this before beginning his latest dispatch. You know, my dad died about a year and a half ago, and his second wife is Filipino, and she's pretty serious Catholic, so the funeral was in a great big cathedral. And we didn't really want to go we didn't want anyone except what she called immediate family. So I didn't go, but if we weren't family, I don't know who was, you know. I mean, we were his family before she was, isn't that right? Anyway, he's left me about $130,000. There's nothing she can do about that. So I'm planning to move to Victoria when the check comes through, and I'm staying in, you know, that estates building right now. You know the place, sure. It's okay, I've been there, but I think I'm ready for Victoria. The people in the paper have been very good to me. They almost double the pages, so it is heavier and it costs a bit more, but, you know, they're always good to me. Anyway, you're looking good, David, and healthy. Pickle. Everyone has to be somewhere. Everyone has a story.